love my wife. He's gonna be making people go to
Honestly,
jail.
he had a really good run to the presidency, but the second that the presidency got hard, I mean, he made some questionable choices, had
Bro,
some
it's Islam
questionable
Makhachev.
preparation.
Welcome back, chill guys. We've got another tier list for you today. We are starting, a new series. We're going to do a couple of these. This is a UFC fighters as world leaders tier list. So we're going to be ranking how UFC fighters would do as world leaders. People running the geopolitical state of the world, basically. So let's hop right
These are
into
the
it.
people that are going to be in charge. Some may say this is our best work yet, so yeah, let's get right into it. So the categories that we have for this tier list, we have world peace. This is, perfect president, perfect world leader.
Yep, somebody that would solve world
Yep.
peace.
World prosperity. No, underneath world peace, it's still
Right.
still a good leader.
Right.
Decent leadership.
Net good.
Questionable leadership.
Right.
Collapse of the economy or the world. Then corrupt. We have corrupt.
Yep, these are people that are, sellouts, but they don't have the power to end up in this next category,
Right,
World War
World
III.
War III.
They don't quite have the authority to start
Right.
a world war.
These would be the fighters that would definitely want to start a nuclear warfare without a question.
World War III.
World War
Yes,
III.
definitely.
Yeah.
First things first, we got the big man. You got Dana White. What are we
Big boy
thinking?
Dana White.
Yeah,
He's got
started off with Dana White, dude. I mean, what do we say?
I think
Hold
we
up,
gotta
guys. Hold
go
on. I think
corrupt.
we
He
gotta
gives
we
me
gotta
that.
understand the levels to Dana White's game. Hold on, hear me out on
This
this
guy
one.
started off.
Dana White's like that world leader that their country low key runs decent, but they just don't care about human rights. You know? Like
True.
Right.
honest,
Right.
Put him in
you know what I
question.
We'll put him
mean?
in question because
Questionable
You're right.
yeah,
leadership.
Right.
I mean,
But I mean, they signed a $7 billion deal, though.
true.
You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
But they're signing good things.
my thing with Dana White, he gives me that classic politician of always telling lies and never, fulfilling his promises. I feel like bro would be at a press conference and they'd be asking about the Epstein files, and Dana White would be, "What's the question? What do I think about the files?
Who gives a
Who
shit?
gives a shit?" I feel like he'd be doing something like that. But yeah, I'd
Fair.
say questionable's fair. I feel like
Truth. I think that's
yeah.
fair.
All right. Next up, we have the classic commentator Joe Rogan. Ooh,
I had to throw this one in here, dude. Dude, Joe Rogan.
I'm going collapse, bro. Where did
That's
Alex?
real.
Did Alex just collapse out of the fucking video? That's crazy. Oh my god, bro.
I'm back.
Don't do that again. I mean it. Okay, right back to it. Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's not gonna. He's not a world leader.
Dude,
I don't
someone
think
would
he's
come in
questionable
and give him an anonymous tip and he'd just believe it with
That's exactly what I was.
no proof of it, and he'd just be like, "Oh, okay," and then collapse
Okay,
everything.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I don't think he'd be questionable because he'd be trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, he'd be trying to
But
please
Yeah.
everybody. Is what it is.
But he would just, collapse is the right spot for him.
Right.
He'd buy some snake oil,
Yeah.
Okay, moving right on. Conor McGregor.
Ooh, now this guy's actually trying to dip his toes into politics. He's trying to run for president of Ireland.
Dude, right now, honestly, I think Conor's in the same spot as Dana. I think right now, as a politician, bro's questionable. That's what I got.
I think Connor might do some good things in politics, but I just don't feel like he wouldn't militarize Ireland against
Oh,
Dagestan.
absolutely.
There would be an invasion within 6 months of him winning the presidency.
For real.
You also know, dude, he's going to be fighting with his other politicians. Anyone he's running
Yeah.
against, he's going to start fighting with them. He's going to be coked out of his mind at these debates. They're going to start bringing up good points against him. He's going to get angry and then go over and sucker punch him. That's just what I see Connor doing.
Throw a
I
dolly
can't
at him,
take him seriously, man. I can't take Connor seriously, bro.
Now, okay, we got to move on. This next one, I'm too excited for it, dude. This guy, man.
DP. Now, here's the thing with DP. I think he'd be a great leader. That being said, I feel like he would be one of those candidates that was not able to win a presidency or an election. I feel like he's one of the best to never win. You know what I mean. I feel like he would be the guy that got a good following, but not enough votes to go on. I would say, decent leadership for sure. Yeah. Would say that.
I think that's the move.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, the best candidate, but he'd never have any power. He'd never win a real election.
Right. All right.
Might win an interim bid,
Right.
Exactly. If they had an interim presidency or something.
Right. Right. At most, he's getting vice.
Right.
He's getting vice and then getting like promoted,
Hey, don't count your chickens, dude.
Right. Dude, just come back.
The dude just got mad, literally talking about Connor. Yeah. All right.
Dude, let's. This next one's a banger, dude.
Moving on, Sean Strickland. You know what, guys? Going world prosperity. I know he's got.
Let me tell you something, guys.
Here's the thing, you guys. We're gonna go to war for you fucking guys. Now, he might. This could age badly because maybe he does run for presidency and he does start a war with every other country. But that being said, I feel like Sean Strickland's got some good morals.
Some wits about him.
He does have the right opinion on certain things, not everything.
I think Sean Strickland would honestly if he was to be in office, would have a pretty like strict anti-war stance.
Absolutely, yeah.
Watching his interviews, he really does not fuck with like interfering.
No,
right.
And he would say whatever's on his mind. I don't think he'd be easy to corrupt. I feel like he would stand his base, unlike some other presidents. I feel like he'd be able to, hold his word and keep it for the people. He'd really care about the people, I feel like. Now, whether he'd be popular with everyone would be questionable. So maybe he could be questionable, but I don't know. What's your take?
I think world prosperity is a good spot.
Yeah.
I think he would overall better society.
Absolutely. Now, moving on, we got Gene Silva.
Whoa.
And we know where he's going.
We know
Corrupt, bro. Dude. We know Gene Silva would be taking some money from some foreign governments and maybe little bits.
Yeah.
Can't trust the dude. I'm sorry, man. What do you think?
I think we could bump him up to collapse, personally.
Collapse?
Dude, I don't know, dude.
I think.
I think he'd be smart enough, He'd listen to the right people around him and stuff. He'd just be taking some corrupt money. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
That's how I feel.
From some lobbying groups, Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Moving on. Who just won recently, Movsar Evloev. Now, don't ask Movsar Evloev.
I know what laws he's changing first.
What was that?
I said I know what laws he's changing first.
Right, yeah.
Just saying.
Collapse. I think collapse is a good pick.
Actually, Mosbar has a law degree. We could put him in questionable.
Questionable.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Some questionable executive actions, maybe.
Honestly, dude.
Bump him back down.
Questionable a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's very questionable with age of consent.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's enough said there.
Yeah.
Let's move on to our GOAT, salty man, Jamal Hill. Bro, we're putting him in World War III. I mean,
he's going World War III.
The second he gets provoked, he's going to be sending the fucking nukes. He's going to be there pressing the button over and over again, man. I got caught. You're getting dominated,
Yeah.
I feel like he's just going to be out there, anytime he gets ticked off, he's going to go on a Twitter rampage or something. That's just the classic Jamal Hill, bro, always starting fights with everybody.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we would lose every war with Jamal Hill as the world leader.
True. That is true. All right.
Moving right on.
Andrew Dober. I'll say world peace. No, I'm joking. Okay. That was a joke.
I think we could throw him in decent leadership.
I would put him in decent. I would honestly put him above Dustin in decent leadership.
No, Dustin's the best to never do it. Don't forget it.
Now, my thing with Drew Dober, he's a very nice guy, but we know what laws he'd probably be making as soon as he gets to office.
We know what protections he'd be taking away is a better way to word it.
But let's say if he weren't to do that, and let's just say he was just himself, I think he'd be a nice guy.
Yeah.
I think
Oh
he'd have.
yeah,
He's a
absolutely.
nice guy.
Right.
I feel like he'd have, our best interests.
And he really, he's not actually like that, dude. He's a nice guy overall. I think he'd be a good.
Yeah.
I think
He'd be actually. I think he's a
Yeah.
genuine dude. You know.
Yeah. I think he definitely fix up some areas in the world, but
right.
that's for sure. Anyways, moving on. Islam Makhachev. I honestly don't know where to put him.
Dude, honestly, I think Islam Makhachev, decent leadership.
Decent leadership?
I feel like he's.
I would put him low decent. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything to say about that?
Dude, I don't even.
I don't really know.
I think he
yet.
would do just enough to be like, all right, this guy's all right, but not enough to like win another bid. You know what I mean?
True.
He'd always be in some other president's shadow.
I agree. Moving on, we got Kevin Holland, bro. I'm going questionable. I feel like
Honestly, dude.
collapse. Yeah,
This
absolutely.
guy is like. Not trying.
Yeah, exactly.
Not trying at all.
He would have a good first year, and then the next 3 would just be him not trying or caring. His 4th year would be like, yeah, he would just be straight up like, yeah, I was just doing this for the money, guys. I mean, I don't really care about, being a leader and stuff.
Right.
I feel like that's what he'd do.
Yeah, that's the Kevin Holland.
That's just Kevin Holland, 50-50 with everything, ask him a question, and he's like, maybe, we'll see. We don't know.
I think, do we put him right over Rogan, dude?
Yeah.
Put him over Rogan?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's a little bit more collapsy.
Right. All right, moving on. Yuri Prohaska.
World
We're going
peace.
right to
You
world
guys
peace.
know where it is, dude.
Yeah.
You guys know what's up.
Yeah.
Yuri deserves to be king of the world.
Absolutely.
And love that guy.
Absolutely.
Moving right on, dude. Marvin Vettori.
You know what? I'm putting him in world peace as well. Because think about this. We wouldn't need armies. We wouldn't need Navy SEAL. We wouldn't need the Marines. We wouldn't need the U.S. Air Force. Marvin Vettori would just be out there on the battlefield running at the opposition with his granite chin, dude. I'm fully convinced he could take a nuke on his chin, bro. And just
Offensive
say,
capabilities would be limited under him, though.
yeah. But defensive capabilities, bro, we ain't getting touched.
Yeah.
We'll send Martin Vittori out there.
Truth. Now, if you want some offensive, dude, Ilya Topuria, dude, man, honestly, this guy's hands are so powerful. He just might be in World War III, dude.
Low key.
After knocking out Charles Alderaan, Max Holloway, and Alex, I mean, dude, this guy.
He would go after countries with like high quality of life ratings. He would go after the fan favorites.
No. That was a good one.
If you have like over 80%,
Right.
quality of life rating, you're fucked. He's going for you.
I just feel like,
You're like, oh man, dude, Australia, shit, dude. Hawaii, bro, man.
I just feel like Ilya Taporia gives me dictator vibes. You know what I mean? I feel like he would just be like, I don't know. Something about him, dude. That little smirk he's got, dude. Ilya's up to no good.
Dude. Yeah.
All right, moving on to Dan Ige victim. I mean, Andre Fili.
What the fuck was up with that?
Why the fuck is he in here? Why did we put Andre Fili? Where are we putting him?
Where are we putting him?
Alex, he's your favorite fighter. Where
I think we put him in 2, Prosperous Society.
All right, that's fair.
No reason. I don't really know enough about this guy. Yeah,
I think he would unify a lot of people with his interests.
Right.
Yeah, big booty.
I think we could all find common ground.
I agree. Absolutely. All right, moving on. We got the human fridge, Kelvin Gastelum.
Dude, world prosperity.
True.
World prosperity.
Right.
It's a coin toss with him. Either everyone's going to starve and he's going to get huge, or he will make sure that everyone is well fed. And it's just like, either way, there's going to be an agricultural boom in the economy, which is overall good for, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Or a shortage.
Nah.
Nah?
Speaking of short, Colby Covington.
Ooh. This guy, I feel like, would collapse society because he just wouldn't be active enough.
Right. Everybody would be like, "Where's the president?"
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the
He's
president?
going to be out playing poker on a Tuesday night instead of solving the geopolitical
I'm
problems.
putting this guy over Rogues too.
Yeah.
Right over Rogie, dude. Bum.
Yeah.
I think honestly, Colby would talk like a Hill or an Ilya as president. He
Right.
would talk like a World War III level president, and then he would
Do nothing.
his biggest accomplishment would be like kind of being competitive with another country in a war. You know?
Right.
He's pretty much the DJ Khaled of world leaders. Like, what does bro even do? You know what I mean? Just goes on, yells his name, and then dips. Like, this is what I'm thinking of, man. Like,
Yeah, I love it.
it was moving on to Manila Cop. Now, this guy. Ooh, I feel like he's gonna bring us to World War III, bro. Just him talking alone. He would say something to piss another world leader off, and they would just start sending
Ilya up to number one.
Yeah, I agree.
He's just the most lethal.
No, Cop man, he would just say the wrong thing at one of those like press conferences with all the world leaders. He would piss someone off,
Right.
and they would already be sending the nukes over. It just wouldn't be good, man. All right, moving on to Chill Guy AKL, Dan Hooker.
Questionable
For sure.
He'd be like a who's a president that's had a gay scandal, dude? Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like that, dude.
The files, man.
Barack Obama, dude. Yeah, don't check the files, dude.
For real. All right, moving on. We got Hamzat Chimaev. We're going to put him up here. Top
World War
III. You just know bro's going to be sitting there at the conference with all the world leaders going, hey, kill everybody! Just screaming shit and just,
Yeah.
He would be one of like the great leaders that never lost a battle, but like died of a fever at 33. You know what I mean?
That's
Like an Alexander the Great type of guy.
That's a great take.
Yep.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I agree with that for sure.
Tom Aspinall, dude. Tom Aspinall might have to go.
Oh, sure.
I think he goes up there, dude. I think he goes
World peace?
World peace.
Yeah. I think so.
Bottom of world peace, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Right there, yep.
Yeah.
I think that's a good spot.
He's got good intentions.
Good intentions. He's blind, unfortunately.
Right.
So
He might ask reporters questionable things, like have you ever been fingered by a world leader? But
right. Don't let him talk to journalists.
We'll put it up to like linguistic differences in cultures,
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. I think that's good. Yeah, dude. Moving on to the GOAT all-time ever. Pancration GOAT, MMA GOAT, Bass Rutten.
Also, here comes the boom.
I think he's tied with Yuri.
You think so?
Honestly, dude. Bass Rutten is just all-time the GOAT. Yeah. I mean, he's pre-Yuri.
I feel like he would spend a lot of our budgets on self-defense.
Yeah.
I mean, like showing everyone like
protection. Yeah.
Make it mandatory in high schools or something.
Honestly, dude, I love Yuri so much, but I think Bass Rutten's the GOAT. I think Bass the GOAT.
Absolutely.
Yep. Now
moving on to the infamous Ian Gary,
dude.
Put him in corrupt, man.
Dude, we'll put him in corrupt. This one reminds me of that the president of France.
Macron.
Yes.
See,
Emmanuel Macron, yeah.
You know damn well Ian Gary's going to be making laws about his wife. Don't you talk about my wife. He's going to be making people go to jail. Fucking.
Or our boyfriend, dude.
Or boyfriend, yeah. Don't mention that.
Everybody has to go vegan, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It would be bad. It would be so bad. You could put it in collapse, low-key.
He could definitely go in collapse, but collapse is a step above this. I'm putting him even over Gene Silva. Gene Silva's going to kiss the wall, but this guy's going to make some horrible, horrible rules.
Yeah. Ruin the country, bro, for real. All right, moving on to Hanato Money Moicano.
World prosperity. I would put him in world prosperity.
Top
of world prosperity.
He'll put the economy in tip top.
The economy would be in check. Crypto would be booming.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. I agree. That's a Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect right there.
Joshua
Van the
Oh,
GOAT.
man, dude.
With how active bro is, put him in world peace, man. You know, I feel like he'd be making
That's
the right
so real.
decisions.
I love that.
What you don't like that, Alex? Do you not?
Checking his glasses?
Yeah. What you got?
I'm just trying to see. Is that the paper champ up there? I don't know.
Dude,
No, that's the
I'm not fucking with it.
real champion who destroyed
Questionable
Pantoja.
leadership.
Yeah.
No,
Just like his belt, questionable.
No. He's gonna destroy Tatsuro Taira in Miami. You guys ain't.
All right. Well, when Tyra gets his back, man, I don't want to hear any whining or whimpering.
Bro. I want to say World War III.
Dude, what?
I don't, dude. Just
I can't see that.
Really?
Rob's peaceful enough. I think he'd be
Marab is
decent.
peaceful, but I feel like he wouldn't get much done.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
He would
do
just kind of
just
stall
enough.
out the country for 4 years.
Yeah, I agree. We'll put him under.
Put him right under Drew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Now the Shamil the Blob Meal Deal Gaziev. We're putting him in world peace.
World
man.
peace.
You know, Shamil's
I
a
put him
nice
low.
guy.
Yeah,
He's
low world
very-
peace.
He's like a, I don't know. He's like a giant teddy bear.
Yeah.
Feel like he would open up a Popeyes on every corner of the street in America. I feel like he'd solve the world hunger problem. Unlike Gastelum, with Gastelum, you know, he might. It's either he's gonna solve world hunger or he's gonna put us all in a famine for thousands of years. Shamil Gaziev, I feel like we'll get that done. You know, great dude.
The ample amounts of food thing he'll get done.
Oh, for sure.
That's what you meant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, moving right on, dude. This one we had to group these guys
This is
together.
a dual threat.
Obviously,
They're always
needless
together.
to say, Sugar Sean O'Malley and Vice President Tim Welch.
absolutely.
Honestly, dude, I think we put them top of decent.
Yeah, you
Right
think
under, right under.
DP.
I would
DP.
put.
Yeah.
I would. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, moving on.
That's all we're gonna say about that. All right. Okay.
John Jones.
John Jones, dude. I mean, I know where my spot is, dude. Corrupt. Top of corrupt. Right over Ian Gary.
Yeah.
This guy is gonna be blackmailed
Oh my
with
God.
homosexual tapes and tapes of
Allegations
the
after
Epstein-
allegations after
Bro's
allegations.
already name dropped in the Epstein files. So what more do we have to say?
True.
Bro's getting blackmailed.
Real.
He was happy about it too. He was like giddy. He was like, "Look at that! That's so funny," you know. So obviously, yeah.
Not a good look. I don't
No.
think he would really do much. I think he'd again stall us out. Anyways, moving on. JDM.
JDM would be in the middle of questionable, in my opinion.
Thanks, sir. Why is that?
I think, honestly, he had a really good run to the presidency, but the second that the presidency got hard, I mean, he made some questionable choices, had some
it's his wrong
questionable
month,
preparation
Get
for his
out of there,
presidency.
bro. Come on, no, wait, listen. I'm putting him at top of world prosperity, bro. He's gonna. I think he beats Carlos Prates. I think. I don't know. I'll have to think.
And I mean, a president that can really beat CP is. I mean, I think the world would take a sigh of relief.
Right.
Truly.
I
So-
think
to be a
CP
great
is going to
leader-
prosper against JDM.
Hey, to be a great leader, you got to go through adversity. So, I mean, you have some ups and downs. It's not going to be perfect, man.
Right.
You got to have those ups and downs.
Right.
Moving on.
Islam.
Bernardo Sopaj.
Top of world peace.
We're putting him above Boston.
We were putting him top world peace.
Okay, guys.
Absolutely. No, dude. So the Albanian thunder kick, dude. Come on. We saw what
You
he
just
did to
don't get it,
Ricky
Cole.
Terzias,
You just
right?
don't get it, and that's all right. But
That's fine.
stay in your
get it
lane.
now.
Don't talk
Like,
about things you don't know about.
Right, absolutely.
Dude, Bass Rutten is the all-time goat, dude.
Moving
He is a
on.
close, good second.
Moving
He
on.
hasn't beat Ricky Terzios though, has he? So we can't put him above.
Exactly.
This list just lost all credibility, bro.
Alex Pereira. Where do we think we're putting him?
Alex Pereira, I low-key think he goes right over Van, dude.
You think so? Yeah. He really, because, he came from nothing.
Right.
And I feel like he's very appreciative of life. I feel like he would really help out the economy as well. To try to get people.
I think he'd try.
Yeah.
I think he'd want to, leave a good legacy for himself.
Right.
I think he'd want to leave a good country for his family, his children.
His kids would be good, down the line.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I think that's a fair placement. Now, moving on. Now, people who have delved into politics, we saved these last two for a reason. Tito Ortiz. Now, he was, what was it, California? He's
He was
governor
like
of
a
California.
local city
Yeah.
council board leader or something like that, I think.
Go. Questionable. Top of questionable.
Questionable, bro. I'm putting collapse, man. Tito.
I'm
That's
voting
real,
collapsed.
actually.
Dude, Tito would like fucking spill something on his keyboard and start sending nukes to people or something.
Dude, he's gotten so much more CTE since he ran for city council. Did you see that video of him doing that NASA thing? It was some like thing where it shuts his brain off, bro.
Bro
The
is the
fucking
last person that
the
needs that.
the
That is the
G-force.
last person on the world that needs that.
Yeah, no, we're putting collapse. He no.
Oh my god.
And if he were to somehow win a presidential election, bro, we're just cooked beyond. Before he even steps into office, we're just it's over.
Tito's economic plan is just like putting a bunch of money in a photocopier and hoping that works out.
Yeah, he would use like
That's
fucking
his
print it out. Yeah,
solve.
print out $1 billion for us. Yeah, true. And moving on, we got Shale P. Sonnen, undefeated.
Corruptible.
What'd you say?
Corruptible.
No, dude. What? What? Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know,
We'll
man.
have to
Look into it.
put John
All I'm just
Jones.
saying, do your own research.
Dude,
We'll
I'm gonna do your research. Top of questionable.
We'll put him at the top of questionable. I feel like that's fair.
Fair enough. I'll give
Yeah.
it to him.
Yeah,
You know, he
absolutely.
just you can't. He had a really hard upbringing, so sometimes maybe he needed to
Right.
heal from that stuff first.
I
His
mean,
maid only
his
came a couple days a week.
yeah, his
The
dad
twins
could
next door
barely
had to
make
share a
100
car.
grand per
Bad
year. I
stuff.
mean, really hard life. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
I feel like he'd be great for the people. Really speak to us personally.
Right.
Yes.
Anyways, yeah, that's our list. What did you guys think? A fair list.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was pretty good.
Yep.
I hope you guys all enjoyed.
Yep, and let us know in the comments down what you think. What would you change about this? Who would you put in world peace or World War III? Let us know.
Right. Give us suggestions for our next tier list. Part 2 of this will be world leaders as UFC fighters. So stay tuned for that one.
It's gonna be a good one.
Banger.
Yep.
You guys will hear some questionable things in that one. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, chill out.